You know, one of the most influential people in my life was a guy named John Ceruto. He was my youth wrestling coach. And the greatest lesson he ever taught me was discipline. Now, I'm living my dream. I'm a physician in the Princeton area, and I began coaching youth wrestling myself about 20 years ago. But about 7 years ago, I got a really great opportunity to join forces with the Bethea family to form a nonprofit organization called Trenton Youth Wrestling and Learning Center. And for the last 7 years, we've been learning and growing and offering opportunities to Trenton boys and girls. Our dream is to make this center an even bigger impact in the Trenton community. And we can do that with 3 very important initiatives that we're starting now. And that is to hire a full-time operations director so we can offer kids year-round services, wrestling and wraparound services like education, tutoring, nutrition, exercise education, as well as a home-cooked meal so that they can go home and they can get a good night's sleep and they can succeed in school. That's our #1 initiative, to get a brick and mortar facility where kids can go to and train and learn. Our second initiative is to hire a full-time operations director, Ray Bethea, who's Trenton's native son and state champion and scholar athlete. And our third initiative is to hire a girls wrestling coach to grow girls wrestling in the region. Trenton has had a rich history in girls wrestling, and we want to bring it to every girl that's interested. Our goal is to alter the life trajectory of these kids, and we want to do it through wrestling and through mentorship. Just like John did for me, just like I did for Ray, and now Ray is going to do it for kids in Trenton.
So I grew up here in the city of Trenton, and when I grew up in Trenton, we didn't have a youth wrestling program. So my parents took me and my brothers to wrestle in the Princeton Youth Wrestling program. And there we met Coach Mark, or Dr. McLaughlin, who was just really influential for us in building a strong wrestling foundation, but also teaching us about just the values of discipline, of integrity and character and hard work. And those are still values that I use in my life today. And so one of my goals and visions for the Trenton Youth Wrestling and Learning Center is to take those same values and share them with youth in Trenton who can use those values, who can benefit from learning those same skills in a fun and safe environment.
You know, I coached in Princeton for 20 years, and I saw some great kids, and I helped contribute to their growth and development. And I saw that they had the world at their fingertips. And I live 12 miles away from Trenton, where kids don't have that. And I want them to have that. Wrestling opens so many doors for me, traveling to different places. It's given me a network of people that I can rely on and reach out to. And it's not just about the sport. The sport is just a small part of it, isn't it? It's all the other things that it gives you in terms of resources. I want that network. I want those resources to be available to kids in Trenton. They deserve it, and we need to bring it to them.